The South Florida Times is with Ken Knight, chairman of the Hadley Park Model Cities Homeowners Association located in Brownsville, inside of Miami-Dade County. His organization has taken up the issue of the lack of black contractors and workers on taxpayer-funded projects like the Hampton House renovation that's underway in that neighborhood. Mr. Knight, tell us about the Hampton House and the issue you're involved in now.
Well, the Hampton House is our black historical monument here in Brownsville, which is a part of Model Cities, and we have no participation by black workers. That's skilled as well as unskilled, as well as general contractors and subcontractors.
And at a recent event that was held in Brownsville, they did the unveiling and ribbon cutting for the renovation. I saw you were there and the police was there. What was going on there?
Well, upon arrival, we saw the county police officers coming out, and then a busload of police shortly arrived thereafter. And there again, they were there because of the huge amount of people, unemployed people, skilled people, general contractors, subcontractors, who were there to protest the lack of jobs going to minorities.
And how would one confirm whether or not there are any black workers on this particular project at the Hampton House?
Well, you know, you can see it. It was plainly visible because everyone that was there that day was non-black, as well as the Hampton House has confirmed that themselves, saying that the contractor that was chosen was a non-black firm.
And who have you spoken to specifically who is with the Hampton House committee?
I spoke to Charlene, who's their financial officer, chief financial officer. I spoke to Dr. Edith Pickney about it. Also, Dr. Pickney's husband had confronted me, and I spoke to him about it as well. So I spoke to some principal people. And there again, I used to be a part of the Hampton House Jazz Committee, which was the committee that really put everything in place as far as the Hampton House is concerned.
Now, this is a Miami-Dade County project, and they are the ones that awarded the contract. Who have you spoken to with Miami-Dade County about this?
Well, I spoke to Mrs. Cynthia Curry about it.
And who is she?
Cynthia Curry is a special assistant, as she's called, to Mayor Carlos Alvarez.
Okay, and what was your conversation?
Well, my conversation with her briefly on that day was the lack of inclusion, as well as the fact that you had people who were visible that was not African American working on the site. And
specifically, what does that mean?
That means that you had no blacks or black or people of black descent or African Americans working at the Hampton House.
And what has been the response from Miami-Dade County to your concerns?
Well, they have referred me to OCED.
And what is OCED?
OCED is the Office of Community and Economic Development that currently holds all of the plans. They have the plans and the money as it pertains to the Hampton House.
And is this a county agency?
It's a county agency, is right.
And have you been in contact with that agency?
Well, we've been in contact. We're requesting that they come out to the homeowners meeting, which is on Tuesday night, this coming Tuesday night, which is the last Tuesday of the month, on the 28th, at 6 o'clock.
Okay, have you asked them anything specifically about the lack of black inclusion on the project?
No, we intend to make those statements directly when they come to the meeting.
Okay, have you been in contact or communication with any of the elected officials about this issue?
Yes, Commissioner Edmondson, Commissioner Edmondson.
And Audrey Edmondson?
Audrey Edmondson, who's the commissioner in that district. Also, I spoke to the city commissioner, which was Michelle Spence-Jones, who's not in her district. But we spoke to several commissioners, and also Doran Rowe. And we also spoke to Chairman Moss about the same issues.
Okay, what has been Commissioner Audrey Edmondson's response?
no more than you should be on the county's list and what have you. But we had met with Commissioner Edmondson, when I say we, Contractors Resource Center, on the 31st of March, and we wasn't told anything at that time. There was an issue of black contractors being able to secure work at the Hampton House. It was not mentioned. We had several of our best contractors there, and we didn't know that there wasn't black people working on the site until we actually went there and saw with our own eyes that they had people other than African Americans working on that site.
And what would you say to those who might question whether or not it matters whether blacks are working on this project or not?
Well, we think that it's actually sacrilege and a defamation of that site when you have anybody else's hands on it other than black hands, simply because our reasoning is you don't find Arab people repairing the Wailing Wall. You don't find African Americans building the Freedom Tower. So the Hampton House belongs to the black community, and the black community should be the people who rebuild that particular site. And
what would be your response if someone questions whether or not that is a racist notion?
Well, if heritage, no one's heritage, people don't look at heritage in terms of black, white, or anything else. This is our heritage. It's not the Cuban heritage. It's not the Latino heritage, the Arab heritage. This heritage belongs to African Americans.
And what has been the response from County Commission Chairman Dennis Moss?
We have no response as of yet.
And how have you been attempting to reach out to him?
Well, I went to his office. I went there just the other day, and I'm asking Commissioner Moss to take a leadership position and really come forward to correct this wrong. And I spoke to him on the day that we actually had the grand opening, or the unveiling. And I indicated to him, and I pointed to him, and he saw it with his own eyes, that we do not have any black participation on that project. And let me also add that they're building a new police academy or police school right by the Miami Police Department. It's called the Police College. And anyone can go by that place and see it exactly being worked on today. And it's right across from the government center. And there's no African Americans on that project.
And what would you like to see happen?
I would like to see inclusion. Let these work sites reflect the diversity that we have here in Miami-Dade County. And that's not one particular ethnic group. We have if you will, a stew of people that needs to be reflected on any and all of these work sites. And particularly in the black community or the African American community, it's important that those lead workers be black workers.
Thank you. Ken Knight, Chairman of the Hadley Park Model Cities Homeowners Association, and we are discussing the inclusion of blacks and other minorities in taxpayer-funded projects. For the South Florida Times, I'm Elgin Jones.